Hello YouTube, I'm Jonah, and today's DIY, how I fixed my broken toilet flange. So today I'm in my basement washroom again, and I notice the toilet has been wobbling and very tippy, and one of the bolts that hold down the toilet is very loose. So I have a feeling the toilet flange has broken. So here we go again. I have to fix my toilet one more time. And if you remember, I had to replace the flush valve on this toilet also. And if you're new to this channel and you find my video of value, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. So let's get started. And right now, I'm removing the two bolts that hold down the water tank. Well, looks like I'm going to need new rubber gaskets for these two bolts. It must be the hard water that disintegrates the gaskets. Now I undo my water supply line. Then I remove my water tank. Now I inspect my gasket and looks pretty good to me. Now I remove the two flange bolts. And this side has the loose bolt. This is probably the side that has the broken flange. Now I remove the toilet and I can finally see where the problem is. And as you can see, I'm also going to replace this old wax ring. Now I see this part of the flange has broken and it can no longer hold the bolt. Okay then, time to take out the old wax ring and give it a quick clean. And from a closer look, you can see the damaged section of the flange. So I went to the hardware store and purchased this toilet flange repair. Now I'm going to get some flack from plumbers that say that I should not buy this because it's steel and it's going to rust. Well, it's the only kind they carried, so I wasn't going to run around town looking for the perfect PVC one. And it says no wobbles or leaks when used with wax ring. One size fits all pipes, toilets, and collars. And easy one-person install. That's me. And toilet can be repositioned. I see it has two built-in bolts already welded on. And it comes with a yellow temporary cover. And also extended collar. One size fits all. And we got a couple of screws, nuts, and washers. Then I positioned the new flange on top of the old one squarely, double checking to make sure the two bolts are squared to the wall. That's the back wall. Then tracing the outline of the four flange holes on the outer side. I purchased 3/16 Tapcons, 1¼ inch, because I'll be fastening my new toilet flange into the cement floor, and I'll be using 5 32nd masonry bits to drill the hole. And I'll also be using my hammer drill. Now I tape off the depth of my Tapcon to my drill, so I don't drill the holes too deep or too short. Then I proceed to pre-drill the 4 holes. Then quickly shot back the dust. Then I put caulking silicone on top of the old flange. Put it on generously. Then place the new flange on top of the old flange. Then I'll mark off 2 extra holes well, I will be screwing the steel flange into the old PVC flange, just to give me more strength. But make sure not too close to the rubber seal. Then I position my 4 tap cons. Then I screw in the 4 tap cons. Then I push down on the collars so it overlaps over the old PVC toilet flange. Then I'll pre-drill the holes. So you're probably saying, Jonah, why don't you use those 4 pre-drilled holes already? Well, I'm glad you asked. So 2 of the 4 holes happen to hit the original screw that bolts in the old flange into the cement. Therefore, I have no choice but to make new ones. Just make sure you don't hit the black rubber seal. Also remember, I'm not using tap cons for this. I'm just going to use a 12mm screw, and this will screw into the old PVC flange. And I'll make 2 more holes, and this will give it more strength and stability. So that gives me a total of 8 screws to bolt this new flange in. And here's my new wax toilet bowl gasket. You can pick this up at any local hardware store. Alright, time to take out our temporary yellow cover and install our wax ring gasket. But before we do that, don't forget to take out the black protective cover. Position the wax and push in the inside collar. Carefully place your toilet bowl, positioning your 2 holes with the 2 bolts. And when you have the toilet bowl seated properly and lined up, push down on the toilet bowl to crush the wax ring. By doing this, you create the proper seal. Then I check in on the 2 bolts and they both look good. And time to put the washer and nuts and tighten both up. Don't forget to tighten left side and then right side, left side and then right side evenly. Also, don't over tighten because you might end up cracking it. Okay, time to put the water tank back on. If you notice that black wire hanging down, that's just me listening to my Joe Rogan podcast. Alright, just double checking. Just making sure the 2 holes line up and you can see all the way through so you can put the 2 bolts in. After I install the 2 bolts with my new gasket, I tighten them up. And I do the same thing. I tighten the left side and the right side evenly, and I make sure I don't over tighten because you might crack the water tank. Then I reattach the water line. Turn my water supply on and check for any leaks. So if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you always get my latest video. Thanks for watching.